family, if you have in the family doctors or some related to medicine, they will say, look, we have not only this, we have also nowadays we have a vaccine. And then we have to take into this population, the individuals, we have to put also the people, those already had the vaccination. So then you will add here, you will have the economic component, you will have the vaccination component. So the basis, anayasa, if you want, this is the institution of all the disease modeling is the SIR, because everything started with this, and then therefore you have to understand what kind of equation this could be. So then, for example, if you would like to write corresponding the differential equation for SIR model, so then what you are thinking? You are thinking that you have to take derivative with respect to time, S prime of t. Now you are thinking that, assume you have a suspected, so we are all susceptible individuals. Before we didn't have a test, before we didn't catch the virus, or the virus came to our body, so we are all susceptible. And then we are become the infected when we are meeting with the infection people, right? So that means the meeting, we always write STIT. That means, if you remember from the pre-predatory model, so this kind of the product will give us the likelihood when we are meeting with each other. So then that means if you have a susceptible individuals, if you meet with the infected people, so you are becoming the infected. That means if you have the 20 susceptible, more or less the normal, and if you are infected, it will be 5 infected people. That means the more of the 15 people still remain susceptible. That means the number of the susceptible people goes down after the meeting with the infection, after the receiving the infection. Therefore, in mathematics, which everything goes down, we are taking the sign minus. And then, so in order to show that what is the the speed of the infection, we are writing K1. And then this will be, for example, how we can expect to the equation as far as concerned the susceptible. Now we have to take the other equation, which is the evolving of the infected people. And then, so the infected people, so then so the number of infected people grows when we are meeting with the normal healthy people. But that means we have to, this term, the first term will appear because we are gaining when we are meeting with the susceptible normal people. And then it could be some of them, so for example, due to the vaccination, due to the interaction with the doctors, that after the receiving the medicine prescription or staying at home or doing something, you were infected after 2 weeks or after 3 weeks, you became healthy. That means that from this, we have to take so-called K2, we have to take so-called recovery, right? So that this recovery means that infected after 2 weeks became the normal recovery. And then if from infected is coming recovered, then we are writing recovered people as from the beginning adding this. So this will be equations. And now if you just look, so you heard, you discussed with some medicine, you discussed with the family of the members, And then, as a mathematician, or as the chemistry people, as a biologist, or as the people from the School of Medicine, you are giving information to mathematician or the physicist. Then they write the equation based on the normal, the intuition, the suspected become infected with this rate, infected gain, and then after some medicine prescription became the health sick. And then you are writing the equation, and if you add this equation, if you add that, if you denote the whole population, because this is when I am writing this is the definition. The n of t we denote by the total population of the society at time t. So if you look, if you define the n of t at a given time, S of t plus I of t plus R of t, right? Then if you just define n of t, then you will see that m prime derivative with respect to t will be identical to 0. So if you add this, then if you add this will cancel, this will be cancelled. That means the derivative is a constant, derivative is 0, we know that n of t is the constant. That means the total population became constant. And then, of course, the doctors or if you are a sociologist, then you will say, no, wait. So this is not the case, because we have the people, the dying, we have, so that the population of the society could not be constant, because we have depending on such a very high, this is a K1, as I said, the likelihood when suspected people meeting with the infected. So this is a very high. And then, as soon as this is very high, then the number of the died people is also very high, as we know from the 5 times more as if it will be flu. And therefore, then you can say, well, this is a equation is good, but it's not good enough to describe, because the population cannot be the total population, the n of t. This is by definition, this is the total population. This cannot be constant. As a mathematician, so you are very happy with this equation, but then you can add some other component to make that, to consider this n of t is not constant. But you can say, well, so I am considering if you have 10 million people, for example, in a big cities, if for the short time, if this short time, 1 month, say, from 10 million people, 100 people died, or 1,000 people died at the maximum, you can ignore that. So this is the when if you are trying to persuade the people from the medicine people or the government people, because the 1,000 people or 10,000 people, if you are considering 100 million people, so this is negligible. This is as the model. This is negligible for short time, and then because for us to understand when the people, the infected people during the first month, it will be maximally infected. For the people, because this is 100 people or 1,000 people could be died from the other reason, right? For the diabetics and so on, and they are coming all together with the virus, it could be accelerated. Therefore, if you will deal with the people from the School of Medicine, or if you will deal with doctors or some other kind of the application society, then if you have this kind of the population which is will be died, and it could be not constant, you can immediately say the well. So we have to single out the key variables. If the key variables is to find how many people could be maximally infected, during 1 month, then one can say that during this model could be good. Because as I say, depending on what is the real your goal, depending on what. Therefore, this model SIR, this model will be the more or less the possible explanation and a good model for during the 1 month. But as I said before, so that if you would like to put the vaccination, if you would like to, for example, yeah. So then now that we know that the people became normal and then later became again reinfected. So then you can add here some the other the same capital because recovered and recovered and then became again suspected. And so that you can add here something the other kind of equation. So you can add here depending on what kind of the society or the doctors asking your order. For example, you can add here some economical component, and you can add here the vaccination. So the equation will be instead of 3 it will be 4, 5, 6. But anyway, so all of these things will base on these kind of things, right? So this kind of the equation could also arise in your final exam. So it could also appear. So as I said, I could give the equation for. So we learned, and in the midterm exam, you answered very good. I was satisfied with your respond on as far as concerned the prey-predator model, and then so we had the prey-predator model means that for example rabbits and wolf, and the competition model could be sheep and rabbits. And then I would like to ask in the exercise it could be explained in words which one is I would say which one is the positive feedback, which is the negative feedback. So why I'm asking this word, because this word, the positive and negative feedback, is very crucial if you will deal with the say in financials, in the banking sector, if you are dealing with in any competition model appearing in physics, mechanics, medicine, and ecology, so that then you have to have this kind of equations. You have to look on it. So then it could be also to find if you have the equations. If you have equations, for example, like this or like this, the equation 1, so the sheep and rabbits, then you have to just you have to find the equilibrium. So I told you what is the equilibrium in our lectures, and then you have to analyze stability or instability of this equilibrium. As I said to this end, you have to take the matrix, and it will be easier matrix, and you have to find the eigenvalues. So, and then in order to find equilibrium, you have to take the right hand side with 0. So this kind of 0, this kind of 0. Solve to find x1, x2, and then consider this matrix and to find. So that this kind of equations also will appear in your exams. Then in the exam it could appear also the equations of Allee effect, which is one of the crucial aspects on the modeling, and you see. So then in 10 minutes it will be the break, but we will meet again after 5 minutes. Today I will not take too much time from you, because I will go through the exercises which I prepared. So this is in my hand. In my hand there are the sheets where there exists the assignment or if exercises which appears in the exam. So I am looking there and giving you the information what kind of things you should concentrate at all. And the one of the things it will be then to look on it. As I said, it will be gradient system, and also it will be to finding. If you remember, we have the analyze not only two-dimensional. We have analyzed only one equation, and then this one equation instead of two has a very nice property. Which has oscillating solutions, and then you have to have the analysis of that. So now, still we have 10 minutes or 5 minutes. What was the questions, Elida? You asked me.
Sir, some people couldn't get in. I told you that, but they got in, I think.
Yes, because I received only from 2 people. I sent the email who would like to participate. I received only with 2 people. I guess it was the Esra room. Is Esra over there? Esra, are you here?
Yes, I was out, so no, I am in Hojam.
Yeah, and then it was it was also the other person. I guess he was not in the list. I added.
Sir, I wasn't talking about the exam groups. I was talking about this conference meeting. They couldn't get into this conference meeting. I wasn't talking about the exams.
So which kind of conference meeting you mean?
No, this class, this video meeting, they couldn't get in. Now they are here. It's okay.
Yeah, okay. So this is already solved. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then so this is it will be 10 exercises. Again, let's just repeat this. So I go through the text. I go through the topics which could appear in the exams, and then I help you, just giving you impression what kind of the equation could appear here, could appear in the exam, and then it will be 10 exercises. And you will have 2 hours. And from these 10 exercises, each group independently, of course you will not, each group independently should choose 6. It's up to you which one you are choosing. It's up to you. You have to solve from these 10. You have to take 6 and to solve. Okay?
More than 6 can we choose?
More than 6, it's up to you. The 6 will be the 6 you have to solve. If you will solve 7, I will really appreciate it, but it could not have any influence for your mark. You see, it will be some information for me, but it will not have any impact to your mark.
So, sir, 1 minute, Hojam. I am asking, for example, I choose second question, but it is not correct. So then 7 question we choose it 7 or 8 question
okay.
That is correct.
I agree.
That is correct.
Okay, then it will help.
I agree.
It will help.
Count that.
Yes. No. It's okay. Okay. So then if you I will look, and then if I will see that you solved this 7 and the second was incorrect, 7 is correct, then of course I will take 7.
Thank you.
So you will be. So I am friend of the student. You will have a lot of credit from me. So then, you can make 7, 8. So then I will look at which one is correct, and if you make the 8, the 4 was incorrect, but the other 4, which is the correct, then I will take this. I will look the whole list. You can just be sure that I will look all of these things. Okay. If our discussion will be break, I will come again after 5 minutes, and I will not take too much time from you today. My goal today was the following: that we have to discuss with you So I'm doing everywhere, and when I was in Princeton and Stanford, everywhere. So then before the exam or the last years, I was in the University of Waterloo and also the Toronto. And then before the exams, I am giving such a kind of the meeting. And in the University of Waterloo, I didn't make such a kind of the in video because it was a normal. But in the University of York and Waterloo, Toronto, I am forced to make such a kind of meeting via video. So depending on this, but since we are still enforced to make the video and the Zooms, therefore I am just meeting with you, giving you information that what kind of amount of this whole package which you learn from me, you have to in exam concentrate not whole package and more or less. Of course, it will be very nice if you know a whole package. But anyways, I am just helping you, giving at least 60% information or 70 even more, that what kind of topics you must concentrate. Okay. So then this is the, or what kind of the topics could appear in your exercises. So this was my questions. And now we have to just come to the questions is some people ask me to make exam not 2 p.m. because I sent you email that we will start tomorrow at 2 p.m. And then 2 p.m. and then a couple of students asked me 2:30, and the later they became so. Then since the normal for 6 exercises I am giving 1.5 hours, but in your case I am giving 2 hours. Therefore, if these people will come later, so this is no problem. So that I will start with 2 o'clock, if you don't mind, and we will finish 4 p.m. So you have to, after 4 p.m., send me immediately as you did in the midterm exam. So the answers, because it will be teamwork, you have to choose and as a midterm exam. Now it's coming to the end of and then after 5 minutes, I come again, and then we will discuss the structure of the exam. And then after the 10 or 15 minutes maximum, you will be free, okay? So now... we will we stay 1 minute, and then after 1 minute, after 1 minute it will be a break, and I will return back after 5 minutes we can discuss everything as far as concerned today exam. Now what was the questions?
Hocam, you told me that you changed the time of the exam as 2:30, but now I understand you changed again it 2 p.m., right?
No. So this is, after 5 minutes, I will return back. We will discuss, and then we will make all together concrete time. If you will say 2:30, I will take 2:30. If you will say,
okay,
I will take 3. So now this is just after minutes, I will make a break and return back after 5 minutes. And the next, my intervention in this sense, discussing with you, will devote to the structure of exam and how we will settle this. We will today make concrete time when we will start, and who will be represented of the groups who will send me okay, let's just start. Did you hear the music?
Yes, hocam.
So this is the nice music which I like from the Azerbaijan Türklerden. So one of the beautiful song. Okay, so then let's just fix what we learned and then specify the exams. The idea is the following. So then I go through the what kind of the exercises could appear. I said about the chemical reactions. I said about the stability. I said the SIR model, and then what this each part of the equation describes. And then, if you remember, we discussed about the when there's a given system is a gradient system, and then gradient system do not possess the periodic solution. And then, there are other systems which are not gradient, like the Vodka-Voltaire competition model, sheeps and rabbits, which is also do not possess the periodic solution. And then, therefore, we discussed a so-called the Dulac theorem, and it will be also the comparison, which is the to compare this and the gradient system, and then which result is stronger. Stronger means which you do like, if you want. Which if you have some systems, and what kind of the criteria you would like to use. And it was also, as I said, the Ali effect. So then, let me just look what this was. Now I'm going through the exercises. So it was the gradient system as well, the SIR. It was the positive and negative feedback, enzyme dynamics. It was stability equations. You have to find equilibria and application of the Dulac kind. Okay, so then exactly you will have 10 exercises, and then you have to solve 6 of them, and then you can just, if you solve the 10 of them, the 4 was the incorrect, 6 correct, of course you will receive the maximum point. But again, it will be the teamwork, right? So each members of teamwork will have the same things. Now, let's just, Esmanur, are you there?
Yes, Hocam, I am here.
So now let's just fix. Then you have to fix because you have already groups, members, and then you have to choose as in a midterm exam, the representative who will send me, if we will start 2:30, then he should send me 4:30 and plus minus 5 minutes the PDF file of the results. So then you have to choose, each group should choose the representative which will send me all these answers depending on what you did, and then so it must be so that if we will start 2:30, then it must be latest 4:35. So you will have 4:30. You will finish 5 minutes. It's enough, or it could be even 10 minutes after that, until 4:40. Then you have to send me the PDF file to my email as you did before. Okay, now we have to fix. So we will have who in favor to have exam 2:30?
Yes, Hocam, 2:30 is okay for everybody, what I notice.
Okay, then let's just, I am fixing, and everybody here that we will start 2:30 tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Sir.
and 2:30. Maybe I will invite you to say 2:20. Maybe invite or maybe not invite to saying that so that to speak a couple of things just in case. But if not, then you will receive, all of you, all members will receive the exercises. And then you can start. So then each group will have the same 10 exercises. It could be, so you should make it independently, separately. But if you will have the intersection, this is also not so big problem. I will accept that. Okay? You understand what I say?
Evet
Yes,
hocam.
hocam.
Okay, then it's done. So then I gave you whole information. So we will start 2:30. So I am writing here, and 2:57 today. We decided. I am writing here. We decided to start exam tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. So I wrote here in my notice, and then maybe, but I don't know, or may not be. So then, I will invite you to Zoom to discuss before the exam. So that it may be in 2:20. But I will decide this today. But if you will not hear from me, and then 2:20, 2:27, or before 2:30, so the 5 minutes maybe earlier, you will receive the whole package of the exercises. Okay? PDF file.
Tamam hocam.
Do you agree? Do you have any other questions?
I have hocam, but not about the exam.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wrote the blackboard 10 times A plus B.
Yeah.
You remember it. That sum operator represents the interaction between A and B. I mean, if we consider SIR model, for example, we write SI represents the interaction between susceptible and infected individuals.
Yes.
So is it like that?
No. So that this is the if you remember that you are very clever girl. You are asking others, but you would like to receive the crucial answer from me for exams. So I will try to avoid that. But anyway, so let me just, if you look at, so this means if you have this, for example, if you have if you have A plus B go to C, then here you will have, if you will write the equation, it will be for minus, because A and B plus, that means they are, these two molecules will interact with each other. It will be K1 AB. So this is so if you will write the equation for A, so the A has an interaction with B, therefore so that A reduced, that it will appear this term. Now, if it will be here A, instead of B, it will be A, right? Then it will be A plus A, it will be 2A, right? Huh? By
Yes.
B.
Yes,
And
yes,
then-
hocam.
And then it will be, if you will write here instead of B, it will be A, right? It will A times A, it will be A squared.
Yes.
So if you will have a 10, it will be minus K1, A power 10. Okay?
Yes, but this gives the derivative of A. So how can I write the changing of B with respect to time t?
So no, this I explained several times now. So look, if you have equation, so this I explained in my lectures, but I can give it again. So look, A plus B, C. This is a chemical reaction, right? So then, and then now you would have with this reaction going with the speed K1. That means if I will write A prime, so this reaction going depending on time. So you are making in your lab, you are making exam, now you are making the experiment, it takes 1 hour or 2 hours or the 20 minutes. So that means all this chemical reaction goes through in time. Therefore, you are writing, so the A prime, so you would like to know the rate of the reaction. So So therefore, we are writing A prime of T. So B prime of T. See that this is your molecules. And then depending on time, we would like to find how this reaction going, then you are writing, so the A meet with B. That means, so the A and B going to C. If you remember, I said that if you have the error going to this direction, that means this part on the left-hand side, but you are reducing. A and B is coming minus K1B, K1AB, right? So that because it's going to that, that's all. If your question, it will be as far as concerned B will have the same because we have the contact with them. It will be K1, also AB. As far as concerned the C received that.
So it's increasing.
That's been the like this. So if your questions will be, if the B will be in the left-hand side, the B will have the same the term here. But if you will have here the other term, say the B or the A, then you will have the other reaction in this way. So this will be the same as you did in the midterm exam, but instead of in midterm exam, it was A plus B, or it was, if you remember, the S plus E0. So you answered very correctly this. It was E1, and then it was the T plus E0. Do you remember this?
Yes, hocam.
And now instead of, you can imagine, instead of S, you have a 2S. So the same reaction, but instead of S, you have a two times more molecule. And then as I say that, I want to show that if you have a 2S, that in all this reaction, instead of S times E0, will appear S squared E0. Because 2S, you can write S plus S, and plus E0, for example, if you are looking at this. And that means that if you are writing, it will be minus K1, SS multiplication, and multiplication is zero. The SS multiplication, S squared and is 0. It will be S squared is 0 instead of if it will be here S. In the case F, it will be K1 S is 0. But if you have 2S, then it will be S squared. Okay? All other things.
hocam.
So this is a very crucial point.
Yes, I understand very well. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, the other questions? Well, Esmano, you asked, you already received the 60%, the answer to one of the exercises. So it was very clear. It was very clear from your side.
Thank you, hocam.
If I will not say you, then most probably you will make it the wrong answer. Okay, good. Other questions? If not, then maybe we will see each other. I will send you information. If you will not receive from me, then all of you will receive around 2:30 the PDF file, which will consist of all exams, all these. Maybe in the around 2:30, I will make a contact with who will be your representatives if I would like to speak with him. For example, I can take from the first group the Esma Nur, because I have hers, the WhatsApp connection. If from the second group, if you will choose your representative, and then if this representative will provide me with her or his the WhatsApp phone number, then I could make a contact with him. So then after sending and asking whether did you receive it and is everything okay. Okay, then if you will receive, Ismail, are you agree with that?
Yes, hocam, it's okay for me.
So that you will be representative from the first group, and who will be the representative of second? So you should have you should have the members of the second group. I sent yesterday. You have the list of the second group. And then you have to choose somebody who is a representative. Then please provide me. Ismail, you know some of the people from the second group?
Yes, hocam, Hilal is there.
Hilal, hi. Hilal, how are you doing?
I am fine hocam, siz nasılsınız?
Right, güzel, güzel. So that means you have to make a contact with these people. And then
Okay.
if you will be representative of the second group, I will be very happy. Then,
Okay.
then you can just send me information that, so I will make a contact with you, whether did you receive that, and is everything okay, and so on and so on. Then you can just start, okay?
Okay sir.
Good, take care.
Hocam, words are powerless to express my gratitude to you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you, and I truly appreciate you and the time you spend helping us during these lectures and the course. It's a good experience to take this course, and I employ it from your side, hocam.
Okay, this is my job. Thank you very much. So then it's good to hear such words. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you for your all effort, hocam.
Yes,
Yeah,
Professor.
but
Thank you
this is
so
my
much.
job. This is my job. I did with great pleasure. Okay, inşallah görüşmek üzere.
See you.
See you.
See you.
hocam.
Bye bye.